yote ama kama hapo ndo relax na bila kushika kwa naongea.
Anasema yule
Atatumia hii kwa sababu hii
kwa hiyo nikizima nikiwasha bado
unaona hapa kama ukija ukishakuwa totali hapa iko ndio kama
Ivan, Nizar Ahmed, Jatini Prajapat, Katik Sayari, Abubakar Suleimani, Abdurrahmani Akida, Suraj Kumar, Hassan Rahimu Selemani, and Akil Suchek. That's the squad for the Twiga Titans, and they're batting first. The opening batsman is Nizar Ahmed, and Akil Suchek is here. What a wonderful afternoon here, too sunny over here. And the bowling wise squad, the captain is Zafar Khan with Jitini Pratap Singh, Nasoro Zaoro, Kashif Anwari, Athumani Kakonzi, Muhammad Yunus, Pafrod Fabian, Ayaz Mustafa, and Ali Shah Fazih Fal Bukhari, Ali Bukhari. And Muhammad Salim also is a part of the team today, 11 squad. Welcome, Mr.
Yep. Good afternoon. The second match of the Tanzania Cricket Premier League 2022. The inaugural Tanzania Cricket Premier League 2022, rebranded from the Advanced Players League. We had the first game today between Toyam Chui Challengers and Sky Simba Kings, with Simba Kings, of course, winning the first match. And here we have Reliance Twiga Titans taking on the CTV Royal Rhinos.
Yeah, and Twiga won the toss.
Exactly. So yeah, Reliance Twiga Titans, they've won the toss, elected to bat. I think a good call, having won the toss. They would want to set a good total on the board. Not like what happened in the first game today. I think most of the players they are trying to get used to each other.
Yeah,
So the first couple of games will sort of be like a training exercise for them, getting used to playing amongst each other, because they're used to playing against each other, not with each other. So it'll be fun to watch, and I think we're all ready.
Yeah, we're ready. And it's a good call, because if you look at the pitch looks to bat. If you bat well, you get a good running to defend on the board.
Okay, before we start, what do you think would be a pass score under these current circumstances?
This depend in these first 6 overs. If you see the Twiga Titans, they have a guy who can destroy the first 6 overs. If you bet this first 6 over, then the score will be different. The score might be higher.
And that's especially something that you have to consider when you look at the man that's in the non-strikers end. Nisar Ahmed, he is notorious for hitting those big ones out of the park.
Yeah, the guy, he has no respect at all.
I'm sure you would know, as a pace bowler, you have met him on several occasions. A very good balance, I think, with Nisar and Keel. Keel, of course, is a composed, calm player, and Nisar is a very explosive player. So we have to see how it will be. Pufford, of course, opening the bowling. The youngster, very tall youngster, I must add.
Very tall. Okay, here we go.
And that's running away. That's a wide and 4 runs there.
Yeah, that's a 3 rounds from youngster, wide and 4. I mean, he's getting himself a little warm up a little bit, yeah.
Better stuff there.
The youngster Pafrod looking good to hit the length. The length is good, I think.
Pretty much he's bowling well except for that wide. I think he's recovered from that. He's bowling good length and would want to keep it tight, especially in these power play overs.
Oh, what a wonderful ball that is.
And that's what you see when the batsman's been there facing a number of dot balls. The pressure climbs up and you see them take a wild swing at it. And that's when you see, an experienced bowler will trap him. So we have to see what Pufford with his youth can do now.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see. He's a youngster. I think he will stick on that same line. Yeah, the guy looks good. The guy looks good. He doesn't want to do a lot of things. He did stick to the line.
There's a ball left to go in the over. It's been very good. 5 dot balls. Just those 5 wides coming there. Oh, that's taken a wicket bounce, and that's the end of the first over of the second match of the Tanzania Cricket Premier League, powered by Sky Exchange. Very good tournament, I must add. When you get to see how the players who contest at the very top of cricket in Tanzania coming together in such a format where they play a franchise sort of model. It is something that I believe the Tanzania Cricket Association as well as the sponsors need to be given a big round of applause for organizing this. And they've been doing it since 2008. So it is an incredible feat and something that showcases how good Tanzanian cricket is across the globe.
Yeah, exactly what you're saying. It's right.
And they keep doing something different every year. This year, of course, we're hearing that they have the third umpire. So reviews will be there. Something new, something that the players have to get used to. We're used to watching it on TV, but now we'll get to see it in real.
Yeah, that's good for Tanzanian guys. Here we go. The second over is Mr. Kashif Anwari. This guy is he's a good all-rounder. He can bat well as well. He can bowl even.
Indeed, and he's got that stature of a top player as well.
Yeah, let's see what he can do.
Ooh, another swing.
Yeah, but it's a little bit wide, so umpire gave wide to Kashif Anwari. And Nizar looks aggressive today, nah? He want to score chap as usually did.
No, indeed, this is the time with the fielders being inside the circle. He has to capitalize.
Oh, what a good respect from Nizar Ahmed. Another wide from Kashif Anwari.
And that one stayed very low as well. Whoa.
What a good ball.
Very good, very measured response here. And what we've been able to see from the first 2 overs is how the bowlers have read the conditions well. They know the batsmen who are facing them, and they're bowling to their weaknesses. So it's been good so far, and the pressure's mounting at the batting side now.
Again wide.
So the run's only coming from the extras here.
Yes. I think now Kashif was struggling to get his line, maybe because of the batsman or what? Because when you bowl to Nidari, it's always you struggle to get a line if you are not that comfortable.
Indeed.
Okay. Here we go.
So that's 3 wides in this over.
Yeah, it's a 3 wide, but still is getting dot balls, and I think and the captain give Kashif Anwar the long off. I think he knows better what is he doing, because the captain and the batsman, they used to play in one club. I think they know each other. Wow.
That was a very poor attempt in the field. You can't be doing that at this level, and it's raised away all the way for a boundary. So the first run's coming off the bat in this Tanzania Cricket Premier League, powered by Sky Exchange, Pacific Star Sports, and Toyam Industries.
Yeah, of course.
So while they get the ball back, let us take a moment to thank the sponsors, of course, SkyExchange.net, Toyam Industries, Pacific Star Sports, Reliance Insurance, Ashton Media, Revive Physiotherapy, G1 Security, Joyery Rotana, CTV, and METL Group.
Again, but straight to the fielder.
Heading to the same spot again, but safe this time, and that's the end of the second over.
I think it's another good over. At 5 runs in a power play, he bowled well.
Indeed, they're scoring at 6 per over. As far as the CTV Royal Rhinos are concerned, this is quite decent. So 12 runs for no loss after 2 is the score on the board, with Nisar having scored 4 and none on the board for Keel so far.
Here we go, Puffrod again, the third over. Yeah, he looks good. He looks good, except the wide. Oh, again wide. But the youngster looks good. He has a good pace. He has a good run up, good rhythm. But I think he should work a little bit on his shoulder so that he get more pace. Oh, that was a good shot, but straight to the fielder. What Mohammed Yunusi stopped that so well, and I think that was a ball to hit, but I think the batsman gave himself some time to set it well. Pafro to kill Suchak, the second ball. Oh.
It's another dot. So the dots are piling on here, and the pressure keeps building. So the batsman would want to connect now, especially with Keel having faced about 8 balls so far. He's looking around trying to find the gaps where he can send the ball to. So
Here we go, the third ball. Pafro to kill Suchak. Oh,
and finally found that gap.
that's really very good shot, but
It's
too full
raced
for
away.
Pafro.
He has driven that well, and it raced past. He found the gap between the fielders, and there was no stopping that.
Yeah, that's a wonderful shot that is. And kill 9 ball, 4 runs now. Again, good shot, but straight to the fielder, or they get 1 run. Just a little bit missing of gap, but that ball, if we hit on the gap, it should be another boundary. And overall, they're going well. 18 runs.
There's 2 more left to go in this over.
Yes, he did. And Nizari is on strike. Nizari and Pafrodi, they used to play at one club as well.
Yes,
But they
indeed.
know each other.
And that's something you'll see a lot more going into this tournament. A lot of friends becoming foes, facing each other, and maybe a start to new rivalries. Oh, that was shot, and that's been...
1 bounce for
Yep.
4.
It's another boundary. So we have with us in the commentary area the chairman of Dar es Salaam Cricket, Mr. Azim Thakur. Azim, it was a pleasure hearing you do the commentary in the first game, and welcome back.
Thank you very much, bro. And it's nice to see you on a weekday on the cricket ground. I hope you got the leave from the boss.
No, I'm sort of absconding from work. When I was watching this online, I couldn't stay away.
And what best place to be in your own ground.
Indeed.
Well, if you remember the shot which went off Zafar, and the attempt where he just put the leg, he still remembers those days when the ball used to pop all of a sudden on the face.
Yeah,
That made him hesitate to go down.
go down a
probably.
bit more. True.
Nice shot.
But there's a man there.
Yeah, it's well. Zafar knows where to keep his fielders for Nisar because they play for the same team. And as we said about the ground this year has been taken over by Caravans Cricket Club, and they've done a fantastic job. You being the main man behind, along with the whole committee of Caravans. You have done a more than a decent job. You know, it's not very hard, not very easy to get a hard ground making and bringing it completely to a level. Yeah, there are still some pops here and there, but we are used to bumps even when we go in the air. So we'll get used to it as sooner or later, and it's going to improve definitely.
No, indeed. I mean, you know, when you look at the infrastructure we have for cricket, I will get back to this on that after this ball.
Nice shot. No movement from the fielder. Straight 4 runs.
And it's run away. It's another boundary. So getting back to what we were saying, infrastructure, of course, is a problem that we have here. When you look at cricket, the lack of infrastructure, I must add, you know, we have about 4 grounds here. 2 of them being privately held and 2 being government owned. And the issue with the government owned grounds is third party programs that happens there.
Definitely does. Definitely does.
Ooh,
that's a
up in the air.
beauty. Picked up on the length.
That's a boundary.
That's a 4. Would have almost reached a 6. Didn't finish the shot completely probably. Hold it the shape.
And that's something he can do now during the power play because he knows that there's no one there.
Definitely. And if you look at the pitch, all of a sudden this pitch is, since morning, it's coming onto the bat. Very positive pitch. Very, very flat batting track. And Tanzania Cricket Premier League, the title sponsors of Tanzania Cricket Premier League this year are SkyExchange.net. They have come to Tanzania, and they are building up a partnership with Tanzania Cricket Association, where this is the first tournament. I guess SkyExchange.net is the title sponsor, and we expect more to come from them. Nice ball and misfield. Goes for a 4.
Again, you can't be doing that at this level. Got to feel better. You got to keep it tight. Giving away runs cheaply. Coming back to the sponsors again, it is, I think, an incredible honor for Tanzanian cricket to be associated with international brands. It just shows how far we have reached, and with the support of such powerhouses, the only way is up.
Definitely, because if you see SkyExchange.net, this is not the only tournament we have seen across in last few months sponsoring. That's a big flick gone out of the park. There
Thanks
goes
to the
Hamisis.
tree, it has fallen back into the ground.
Yeah, thanks to the tree.
So the nature has helped this, yeah?
Yeah, I'm glad Caravans didn't get rid of the trees. we would have lost a lot of. This is an expensive over. Kashif has been taken on for 3 4s and a 6. So this is like an expensive over. Kashif bowled a very good over to. That's a new slow.
There's a man there.
Bowled,
But it'll just land short.
He
Mohammad
almost had
Yunus.
him. He almost had him. He almost had him. And that's, as I said, this is an expensive over for Kashif, but he almost tried to bowl a slow one. I think so. This was a slower one. That's the reason it didn't reach to the fielder.
19 runs coming off it so far, with the last ball now to be delivered. Keel will be facing it. And Nisar, I mean, you just know that even if he starts slow, you give him time and then he's going to start exploding. And that's what's happening now.
Yeah, and he's been fed with bread and butter balls on his legs, which is the ball. Now all of a sudden see Kashif bowling too many down the legs. This is another wide ball.
I think it's got to do with the number of runs he's given away. It's been 20 runs in this over, 3 boundaries and a 6. So the pressure is very high. How does he recover from this? And how does he come back?
Honestly speaking, Kashif Anwar back in his club also doesn't bowl as an opening bowler. It was a nice try by Zafar. It did work well till this over where everything got messed up. Otherwise, it was a good ploy. Zafar didn't bring in the likes of new ball bowler like Mohammad Yunusi is in the side. And he also has bowlers like Asmani Kakonji, who likes to bowl with a new ball as a spinner. Nice ball, nicely played. Zafar going down and fielding it very well.
And that brings the end of the 4th over. It's 44 runs on the board for Reliance Twiga Titans. Almost half of those runs coming in this over, 21 runs.
Definitely did. This has costed them a lot of runs. The ploy was working. Nothing. We can't take it away from Zafar because he used Kashif as a surprise, and he was actually bowling very well in the very first over. This over is the only over where he went down on the leg to Nisar, and Nisar, we all know him. He's very good at legs. So he made up for all those dot balls. And initially in the first 2 overs, I think so, the bowlers were bowling a bit behind and the batsmen were going a bit hard. Now the batsmen have started timing it well, seeing it well. Keel is normally not very aggressive. He was trying to apply a lot of pressure, trying to apply a lot of muscle which he doesn't possess, unfortunately. He is a boy who possesses a classy timing. And nicely bowled into the thigh pads.
Quick running, and there
quick
will
single.
be comfortable single there. So with that leg by, it's 45 runs now on the board.
Nice punch of the back foot.
And Jitin Pratap Singh there.
The youngest old man.
Indeed, he was looking very young. I couldn't recognize it was him. Seems he's getting slimmer by the day.
We need to check onto his diet. There's always an advantage to be a vegetarian. I was vegan for some time, you remember. But it didn't really help me. That's a beautiful, classy flick of the legs. And Mohammad Salim doing a fantastic job to stop the boundary.
Did well there. Did really well there.
Yeah.
Saved the boundary. Was a bit tricky. Was a wicked bounce. And now the explosive man's back. Nisar.
Yeah.
What happens now?
He himself doesn't know what he's going to do. Let the ball come in. He's some character.
Oh, it's up in the air. It's a man under it.
And
he's dropped it.
Dropped it. That's a
How crucial will that drop be?
And one of the very good fielders in the team. First tournament, I guess. These are nerves.
No, indeed, as I was telling Jumbe earlier, you're playing against players you used to be part of your team. You have to make new friends and new rivalries. So there is a getting used to in this. And, the first game of, I guess, every team, they'll be taking it slow.
Yeah, definitely. It is a task. When these guys, they play club level continuously for the whole year. And then when they go to play for the Tanzanian team, we usually try to remind them, now you're playing as a team, you're playing for a broader reason, and you have to leave the rivalries of your clubs and you need to concentrate together to win it for them. That's a nice ball. Pafrod is bowling some good stuff. Young boy. The lanky, young, tall guy. I guess he's the tallest in Dar es Salaam, in the DC leagues.
I guess he should be.
We call him the local Amitabh Bachchan. Yeah. He's tall like if you address him by that name, he will see him turning back.
And that's the end of the fifth over. It's 46 runs on the board.
Yeah, and Nisar Ahmed is on fire with 17 balls, 28 runs, 5 fours and 1 6.
Pafrod has done well to contain Nisar in this over. Only 2 runs coming off of it, so trying to contain the damage as well that was caused in the fourth over.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Kashif had a good. The first over was excellent, but the second over Nisar really got into him.
Indeed, he only gave away 7 in his first over, and then 21 in that second over. So bowling change, I think, a bit forced onto the captain because of what happened in the fourth over. Sorry.
Yeah, definitely. And you see, Muhammad Yunusi is a bowler who's known to be bowling with a new ball. So Zafar might have had his thought process to bring in Kashif. Well, it really did work well initially because somebody whom people are not used to seeing, he bought him and it was giving him good result till the first over, but then you can't bowl leg side deliveries to a batsman like Nisar. And Nisar really got under skin. And now again I see Keel really going really hard at some balls.
He has to. It's the last over of the power play, so it makes sense that Mohammad Yunus has been brought in.
Yeah, but Keel, we are used to him playing some beautiful cover drives and using the pace of the ball. Today I'm seeing a different Keel. Maybe I don't know the reason behind it. That's a nice drive.
And that's racing away.
Yeah, that's
a boundary.
Yeah, beautiful boundary. Hey, he's bringing in the bottom hand game.
I think it's got to do with what you're saying in the first game that was happening today, where Jumaine was explosive, and that's not something you see on a regular day. But I think TCPL brings out the best of every player.
Yeah, TCPL, this Premier League, it really gives some kind of a thing to the players, where the players really try to bring their A game to the ground. Nice ball, see bowling a beautiful line.
Recovering well.
He did, yeah, he does. He's an experienced boy. He has been given a game in South Africa where he went for the first time with a senior team. Now he's picking up experience, coming up very well. So again, TCPL is a league which is lead sponsor of SkyExchange.net and Pacific Star Sports, Toyam Industries Limited. These are the three main sponsors, but SkyExchange.net definitely is a title sponsor of this tournament. SkyExchange.net. And we hope these sponsors, they continue with Tanzania cricket, because this year they bought in something really good for the league. Things like third umpire review on runouts. These are things which are really going to uplift, and it will be a different experience for the youngsters. They will be very happy to see all this.
Indeed. And now we go on to the last ball of the power play. So we have to see what happens now. Other than the boundary, a relatively quiet over again. The last ball of the power play.
I wouldn't put my money on him hitting a six. Hey, he did go for one.
He had to swing at it.
Is he kind of hearing our commentary by any chance?
That's a boundary, taking it to 10 runs of the over. And 54 runs at the end of the power play in this match between Reliance Twiga Titans and CTV Royal Rhinos. What's your take on it? 54 after 6. How is it?
In 6 overs, it is more than a decent score after the first 2 overs. So it is more than a decent score.
But looking at the facilities, looking at the conditions today, I think they will have to keep scoring at this current rate and try to get 170 runs or so on the board to make it a very, very competitive, above par score. So we have to see how that works out. And the captain has decided that Pafford should finish his spell with his last over of the game as well. So he's done well. He's done well with his just 17 runs of his 3 overs. Bowling to Nisar, who's so explosive. It shows how well he's contained himself.
Pafford is doing a fantastic job since last few months. We can see him since I've been observing him since the GP Big Bash which had happened. He's been bowling very well. Beautiful line and length. He's teeing away. He's bowling good swing, good variations, and spot on. He's troubling the best in the business. So let's see how because he has to. He's been continued because he's troubling the batsman with his angle and
Zafar. That should have been taken.
That should have been taken in this level.
Second chance given by Nisar. I mean, do we see him getting to the big runs today?
You can't give life to Nisar. Not
just once. Royal Rhinos have decided to give him 2 2 lives. So taking some time off there. Nisar asking for some water as well. I'm sure he's tensed. I guess his heart was in his mouth there on 2 separate occasions.
Yeah, and giving life to a batsman such as this, you are asking for more trouble. You have to be on top of your game to get rid of a batsman like them. He can one side tee away the whole game. He can pile up runs. You can't be giving life over life to a batsman like him. What do you say, Salum, on this?
I think I know very well Nizar Ahmed. I have been bowling to him, and he's very explode batsman. And if you give him a chance, this is what happened. And the second chance, I think captain himself gave him chance.
So when you bowl to him, what do you think about any specific areas or lands where you shouldn't be bowling? I saw Kashif being getting whacked whenever he was down the leg side to him.
Bowling to Nizar Ahmed, I think you should concentrate on the dot balls, especially on the good lanes, because anything wrong ball, he will go for it. Even if you bowl in the length, if he misses 2 balls, if you give him again on the length, he will go for it as well, because his job is to hit.
Adi, you can see Salum is very smart. He's not releasing the strategy which he bowls to the batsman. We are training you to comment, but you are already a trained commentator, I guess.
He has to keep his cards held and tight. You can't expose.
Yeah. I was watching his temperament. How good at it. All right, that was a good one, Salum. Salum Jumbe, actually, I welcomed him to do the commentary because he usually does a West Indian accent with us. So I'm still waiting for him to speak into that West Indian accent. What, Yamaman?
I've never been in West Indian, of course, but I like West Indies guys. So yeah, I try to talk like West Indian guys. Here we go. Oh, what a good ball from Puff Roddy, and Nizar asked for the wide, but I think it's not.
Umpire Jimmy Commander there, very entertaining figure. We were able to see this during the recently concluded Petrofuel DC Caravans Cup.
Yeah, definitely.
Very fun to watch him do his umpiring duties. He's got his dance moves there.
Active as ever. He's one character here. Nice ball and
Land safely.
There's
a man there.
Didn't connect. Nisar, when he doesn't get into the middle of the bat, he really gets angry, looks at the bat 10,000 times. Just like my other player, Ankit Bagil, a shot doesn't go off his bat, he will look at his bat. So, and both are similar characters in sizes and the way they approach the game.
A poor workman blames his tools, I should say.
Nice.
Oh, this was
a
slight edge.
Glance.
But it's gone all the way.
We did try a lot, Mohammad Salim.
Tried to stop it with his legs there, but wasn't sufficient
to reach for a boundary. So, Salum Jumbe, do you know any legends of West Indies, since you are a big fan of West Indies? I know last time when I initiated a dialogue about Vivian Richards, you didn't know who Vivian Richards was until I showed you the 83 World Cup. So, do you know Kalicharan? Okay, so Adi, we need to give him more history about West Indian cricket.
And with that, another singles taken. But Jumbe, since we have you here, you recently represented the national team in the Africa T20 Cup, getting all the way to the finals. Of course, losing out on the finals. Sponsored again by the same sponsors we have today: SkyExchange.net, Pacific Star Sports, and Toyam. Now, after that single, we'll get back to you. Yes. So, how was that experience? And you did well. The commentators and all the 800 million across the world we're able to hear your name on separate occasions. So how did that feel? How was it? Share with us your experience.
Obviously, anyone should feel very great when you did better in that a big tournament like that, and getting opportunity, because we were out of that tournament and suddenly we get that opportunity. So it was good for me, and for me, I went there to show my talent as the other players do, because I have experience of playing that tournament. It's not my first time, so I feel like that was a big opportunity, so I can show my name as well over there. Then thanks to God, that's happened a little good over there.
Indeed, you've made all of us proud, and we hope you will continue such performances in the future as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, definitely we would like to see you elevating your game in such tournaments. You were decent enough. You did a good job. The role given as a bowler, as a batsman, you did a good job. No, there was no off days for you, and we are looking at you picking up the pace batteries soon and getting it better and higher as you go.
Yeah, of course. This I had a little suffering of the ribs, the muscle here on the. So now I recover quick. Then I think I will be coming back and bowling quick as well as I do always. Oh, that was a good ball from Ahmed Yunusi to Nizar Ahmed.
Well, apart from the injury which you had carry, which troubled you, you were still bowling decently, using your experience with swinging the ball. And when I saw you on there, I was like, "What's wrong there? I don't see Salum Jumbe bowling a single bouncer in the first game." I was like, "Okay, maybe probably today the plan is to bowl swing." But then later on, and
that's huge.
That whack went out of the park. Big
That's
six.
what he's known for.
Yeah, definitely. You give him 2 lives, he'll make you suffer.
And that takes it to 71 runs in 7.2.
So
no wickets gone so far, and we're gonna see a lot more of this.
We have the tallest man. We have a tallest man outside the ground. Vipin Abraham, welcome to the commentary area. You are welcomed. He's waving us away, but yeah, definitely he'll join us soon.
No, he's just come in, so we'll give him some time to watch the game and see what's been happening. And we hope to see you in this area very soon, Vipin.
Yeah, he's still with a smile on.
It's back to the drawing board now, and where does the bowler go from here after being smashed in such a brutal fashion?
For Nizar, just a normal thing. As long as you give him chance, this is what happened. He doesn't have a bowler. He can destroy any bowler. Oh, again he went too hard, but misses the ball. That will be by.
It stayed low there, and that's by. So I'm sure the captain will be, ruining those 2 dropped chances. 2 opportunities. Him dropping one of them. It's something you shouldn't be doing, especially for someone like Nisar, because he's a very brutal player.
Yes, and if you look at it, I think skipper still went for the medium paces, and Nizar liked that. That's the class.
It's a beautiful, beautiful shot. He's very good at those kind of shots.
This is what I was talking about. Keel doesn't need power. He's blessed with some timing and classy. So that's a class of Keel. It's like Jitin Pratap Singh in his younger days.
Indeed, he just glanced that shot. He knew where the ball was. And
no, there was nobody moving. Whoever tried to move towards the ball couldn't reach. You don't actually need, that's what I was talking about. Keel has always been a classy player. So when I see him going very hard at it, I fail to understand. But yeah, I'm now very happy about his classy drives and now this beautiful flick. Salum also used to be a good flicker. Nowadays we don't see him doing those flicks. Nicely played, straight drive.
Man, there, just a single.
You didn't see me. I flicked the ball for long. I used to flick at the training as well.
We're not talking about training gunmen.
So the last ball of the over now. The 8th over. 12 runs so far coming from it. A bit expensive.
Wow, stayed low.
That's a
again.
good way to finish the over. It's 77 for no loss after 8 overs. Still very good for Twigger Titans, even though they were very slow in the beginning. They've picked up from there, and they look to be targeting the big 180s. So we have to see. I mean, I think if they do reach that level, anything above 175 here, and the pressure will be on the Royal Rhinos, it will be difficult to chase.
Yeah, definitely. As long as Nizar is there, they will get a big score because that guy, he will go for it any ball, anyhow. Even if the ball goes wide, he will go for that because that is job. Yeah, anything he can hit it.
And they still have a number of very good players with Akida again being another explosive player. Riziki is in the lineup. So, a very, very good batting team here.
Nobody matches the power Nisar brings into the game.
No, but he's done his damage.
Yeah.
He's done his bit.
And you dropped him twice, so he's not
And
gonna-
Amal is also there. So
Amal, yeah, the
we have to
class.
see how
There's
that will be.
One more classy batsman still into the nuts. But Amal, the way we know Amal, he has his days. He changes like from nowhere to anywhere, and he can the innings he played against Aga Khan during the first during the stage in the Karun C20. It was an amazing attack way. Otherwise, we normally see him going easy, driving here and then, nudges here and then he goes for attack. But against Aga Khan, he was really spot on that day.
Indeed. And with that, Jitin Pratap Singh is here
makeshift
to open
bowler.
his account.
Jitin Pratap Singh is a bowler who can bowl anything and everything. He used to be another bowler who used to be a medium pacer when he started. He can bowl leg spin, he can bowl off spin, he can do anything. I've just not seen him doing wicket keeping.
And he is very experienced bowler, as you see. He used
That's
to win
been
for us
swept
again.
for a boundary.
When we were in Rwanda last year, he won for us in the final game against Botswana. He bowled the final over. He is good.
He definitely is good.
He might destroy this partnership. Let's see.
Wicket is very crucial at this point. We have to see who can bring that breakthrough.
How many times has he gotten you? Number of times.
Not no more. I think when I always play against Caravan, Cheta used to buy my wicket every time. So not Jitin.
This year T50 you got out with on Jitin's bowling. You're sitting next to your club. So
It seems Azim has been keeping tabs and recording all these instances very carefully.
see, since they have given me a rest from playing activities, this is what I sit out and do. Right? That's the only job which I have to do.
You have to analyze.
Yeah. I sit and analyze where my boy is not working here and there. Well, we don't have a coaching system in the team, but there's somebody who has to sit back and watch where a player is consistently getting out, who is he getting out to, what is his plus minus positives. Somebody has to give him some updates. So coming back to TCPL SkyExchange.net.
It's up in the air, but it'll land safe.
Safe. Today is all the balls have gone in Sky, like SkyExchange.net sponsoring this tournament. It's just gone in Sky, but not landing anywhere. So Jitin Pratap Singh again. It will be an interesting battle to see Jitin versus Nisar. There you go.
And the last ball of the over.
Jitin
Just a
Pratap Singh
single coming from
defended a big hit on the last ball in Botswana, so he knows what length to bowl to Nisar. He bowled a bit short to him. It's not easy to hit him, and
But still, when you look at Twiga Titans, they've been scoring at a very good rate. 85 coming up after 9 overs. Both the openers still there, stuck to their crease. It's very good. It's going good for the batting side, and I'm sure the captain must be thinking now, Zafar, how can they break this partnership?
they have Asmani Kakonzi in the side, and he should be bought in.
But the captain decides to take matters into his own hands, so he will come in now.
Okay, he himself is more than a decent bowler, and he likes to lead from front. He tries to take it down.
No, but it seems he heard you there. Athmani is gonna come into the attack.
Am I that vocal, my friend? I hope there's nothing going, because we were talking about it when Keel was batting.
Indeed.
And then he started playing. So Asmani Kakonzi, one of the legend of Tanzania cricket, he has played a lot of cricket for Tanzania, and he has played against the best of the bowlers in East Africa once upon a time. He's also played in he had gone to UK during his young days, during the development days, and he has played decent cricket out there as well. So a man with a lot of experience.
Making some fielding changes, and he's ready to bowl his first over.
There you go. Smart one. There's nobody going to give you half volleys. Nisar is just getting disappointed because he probably thought this was a ball to go for it. But yeah, Nisar is also smart. He's waiting for the half volleys, waiting for the bowlers to. There you go. Something under the bat, but it didn't get the connection. Probably the ball was bowled a bit slower. So what happens, Saloom, we have this thing in Tanzania cricket to a lot of players don't click against the spinners. What is the basic reason behind it? I know a few that, you guys been trained with a lot of side arm throwers, or the balls bowl pace to you. Even when we go to development areas, recently my friend who's in Cairo, he said there's a lot of upcoming pacers, but there are very rare spinners coming up not very rare, there are, but very few. What's the reason behind it?
I think playing spinners, it's all about the mind. There's not much different with playing spinner and the pacers, but for me, it's all about mind. If you look at it, a lot of the teams here, they depend on spinners, and still our batsmen, they're betting spinner, very poor betting against spinners. It's all about mind, I can say. Nothing else.
2 balls left to go in this over. So gonna land between, and that he's found the gap. He has picked that gap so well.
He was
4 more, and that's 91 runs on the board now. And the last ball of this over, the last ball of the 10th over,
is yet to be bowled. Ali, I think so, is nervy. He's normally a good fielder. Sorry.
batsman unhappy with some movement in front of the side screen there. Last ball of the 10th over. And it's up in the air.
No, that's gone out of the park.
Lands very safely. It's a huge 6, taking the total to 97 runs after 10 overs for no loss. If you're joining us now, we welcome you to the Tanzania Cricket Premier League 2022, sponsored by the title sponsor Sky Exchange. Other sponsors are Pacific Star Sports, Toyam Industries, CTV, Ashton Media, Reliance Insurance, Revive Physiotherapy, G1 Security, Rotana Hotel, and METL Group. That shot from Nisar taking it to 50 runs. He's got 53 of just 31, and what an innings this has been. He got his chances and he took it well.
Yeah, now you never know. He might give you 100 today because you've given him 2 chances. That's more than enough.
Now, Azim, having played at this level, I need to ask you a question. How does it feel if you're a fielder that dropped the catch of someone who goes on to take a 50 or a century in that game, who might have that crucial innings? How do you live with yourself as a...
That's a blinder.
Oh my
Is he
goodness.
still young? No, that's a fair play.
Nope. It's bounced. So, but kudos to that effort there.
Yeah, definitely
He's done
good
extremely well. So yeah, coming back to that, Azim, how would you feel if you were the fielder that dropped him, and moreover, if you're the captain that dropped the person who took 50 runs?
I remember a game I dropped Sanjay Bam, and that day Sanjay Bam really hit each and every bowler out of the park.
This
And
one
this
stays
ball
low,
is again going.
But saved by that very, very tall man there, Pafford.
Yeah, so I dropped Sanjay Bam that day, and within few balls, next ball I did take a very good catch of Ashish Kamania, but Sanjay Bam was going great guns on the other day. So in such cases, you have to really hide your face and do something good when you go back to the probably in the batting, or try to recover yourself. Not to really walk down. It's happen is happen. You can't do much about it. I'm sure Vipin has faced such situations.
And this will bring up 100 runs on the board for the loss of no wicket. So it's crazy when you look at how the matches have been. Different proportions. In the beginning, in the first game of the day, you had a team that was unable to score 100 runs. 99 all out, and here you have a team that's got 100 runs and for no loss. So it's been two very, very different teams and two very, very different approaches.
Definitely, and this team, nice shot, straight drive, going for a single. Asmani Kakonzi fumbled a bit, but Keel lashed onto.
And they pushed well. Keel knew, he was confident when he saw that fumble that he could complete the second.
Yeah, but ideally, I wouldn't make Nisar run too much. I would let him take it easy. Take one, take rest, come back, hit a 6, then take one. There you go. Now, Jitin Bhai started bowling some Yorker stuff.
And that's the end of the 11th over. It's 102 for no loss.
Well, the going is getting tough for CTV Royal Rhinos. There's nothing working out for them. And it's not that they don't have the quality bowlers. Zafar, I'm sure, has forgotten Ayaz Mustafa.
And what happens now? You're sitting here, 11 overs completed. Twiga Titans will, of course, want to up the gear after the 15th over. How are you going to approach this? The captain finally decides to take matters into his own hands. A breakthrough is very crucial now. Not just one, maybe 2 or 3 wickets need to come up for CTV Royal Rhinos to bring the game back into balance.
Definitely he does, and as I always say, Zafar is a kind of a guy who backs himself in any situation, in every situation. He would want to lead it from the front. Definitely from here, he'll try his best to pin down the runs and get some wickets, because this is like goings are getting really tough for his team. And well, he's a fighter. We know him. Nice ball. Zafar Khan. We call him Lala. That's a tricky one. That's a white ball given by the bowler, or by the umpire.
17 extras so far in this innings. It's not something that you should be seeing at this level. They've not done any favors for themselves, this bowling side.
Nice straight drive.
It's another single. Sure, when you look into the dugouts, you see a very happy side. Not the same energy seen on this fielding unit.
Definitely. The shoulders have been seen going down. But let's see now. Lala versus his own teammate. There you go. Wide ball.
That's
He's
wide.
trying to run away from the batsman. Since you have come to bowl, I think so you should just bowl. And you should just see how to get him bowling wider lengths. Don't know if it will really work. Maybe he'll make him tired. There he's going.
Better
There's
ball. And Zafar does this, the quicker ones.
His quickies are really quickies. There was
I did hear your little quickie jab in the morning.
you did, yeah. I'm sure you would enjoy. So Zafar is bowling real quick ones. There you go. That's the ball.
Switching
Well,
it between the quicker and the slower one.
yeah.
Just a single here.
Nisar is today in a mood. I don't know. He normally, whenever he plays in TCPL against Zafar's team, he goes in with some kind of vibe. They probably have their bantering within themselves, and he normally performs. I've seen this not once, not twice. I've seen them all these years. I'm
think-
sure there might be some bantering happen.
I think the highlight of the tournament is always friends going up against each other. You want to get one up over your teammate.
Definitely. There you
Switching
go.
there.
A reverse switch from Nisar.
And it's run away.
That's something. That's what I was talking about. There's something which has happened. Today is his day. He's going to do all the switch hits, and I hope he won't try a chapati shot soon.
So 12 overs done, 111 for no loss. Nisar with 60 of 36 and Keel with 32 of 36.
So this is the second game of the day of TCPL, Tanzania Cricket Premier League, proudly lead sponsored by SkyExchange.net, along with Pacific Star Sports and Toyam Industries Limited, CTV, Reliance Insurance, Ashton Media, Revive Physiotherapy, G3 Security,
Tanfoam and
Tanfoam.
Rotana Hotel.
So G1 Security. I'm sorry. G1 Security. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's G1 Security. My apologies to the sponsors.
So Athumani changing ends here.
Yeah. The fielders are getting tired to motivate each another. There, nice ball, nice ball. That's the ball, that's the ball.
I mean, it gets extremely quiet when you're not able to get any wickets and the batting teams really, running riot. And how do you motivate your team? That's something the captain will need to look into. Get the noise levels pumping. It's up in the air and he'll run away.
The
Pafford
tall,
is
long
chasing.
Amitabh Bachchan running behind it. Pafford, hey!
And he's done well there.
Hands, long hands and long legs worked. So, Salum, Pafford, which part of Dar es Salaam, Tanzania does he come from?
He is coming from Mwanza, the Rock City.
Oh, so the Rock City, the Rock Garden guys are tall enough? Vipin comes from Kerala. He's also tall. Is it the diet back home there?
The Buffalo look like Rwandan guys. The Mwanza and Rwanda, it's too close.
Whoa, that was another one. Putting his arm out there. Maybe half-hearted attempt at it. He should have committed. And in these kind of, these situations, you really have to take even the half chances in order to make a breakthrough.
Yeah, when nothing is working out for you, you need to really go in for those chances. you need to get a break. You know when a wicket falls, another player comes in, things starts moving. He needs to get set, and inning starts from nowhere. There you go. Nisar is trying to go for a biggie.
I think Nisar has started getting tired now, and this is when you start seeing him swing real hard. So if you're gonna play smart at him, there are ways you can dismiss him. So that's something they need to look into.
Unfortunately, Royal Rhinos are not all quiet on the field. Everybody is quiet. There's nobody trying to motivate each another. The shoulders have gone down. Somebody has to make some noise.
No, wouldn't you be as well if you're looking at 114 runs after 13 overs for the loss of no wickets? But on that note, we welcome all of them who have joined us now to the Tanzania Cricket Premier League, powered by Sky Exchange and our sponsors, Pacific Star Sports, Toyam Industries, CTV, Ashton Media, Reliance Insurance, Revive Physiotherapy, G1 Security, Azim,
G1 Security,
Ratana Hotel, METL Group, and Tanfoam.
Yeah. But we have high regards to the lead sponsors. They have come and really done a fantastic job. They're trying to create a different ball game here in this league. We have definitely worked very well for CAT T20s all these years. But yeah, this time around we are talking about something new, something different. And this is how I'm sure CAT will come up with something better.
Indeed, we have to keep aiming higher, and with that, Zafar is back into the attack, bowling the 14th over. Single coming up of it, a double. Sorry, there was 2 runs there, so 116 runs on the board now, and Keel facing Zafar.
I would prefer Zafar just bowling his normal off spin, on which he has a better control, and those ones they nip and grip well. Leg spins, which he does bowl with a deceiving thing. Sometimes he doesn't have a great control on it, but yeah, it's okay. Some days it works, some days it doesn't. Zafar is trying his luck. Today 200 if it goes on the board. Zafar has to come up. Nice shot. Nobody is going for it. And well stopped by.
It was a good attempt there.
Ayaz Mustafa doing a good job behind. It was almost a 4. Jitin Pratap Singh actually tried to take a catch. That's nice. That was nice tag team. But yeah, Jitin did try his best. He is normally a very good fielder, very excellent fielder. Good is not. There you go with a leg spin, nicely played straight. Keel is not ready to give his wicket as well. He'll just stay there. He's going to make people earn his wicket. Nisar is ready to give, but nobody's ready to take it. There you go. Ooh.
Even the umpires are in danger here. Hamisi Abdullah standing in as the umpire today, the CEO of Tanzania Cricket Association. The ball just brushing past him, and Nisar was an all-out attack there.
Nisar will never ever. They play together, so they don't want to give each other's wicket to each another.
Indeed, and that's 120 runs on the board after 14 overs. So with 6 overs left to go, we must be looking at a very, very high target here for CTV Royal Rhinos to chase.
And at the same time, the over rate is also very not good. Unfortunately, just not been his day. Zafar is trying to cool himself down at the mid-wicket boundary. Let's see how it goes, because over rate has been poor. These things happen when you don't get wickets. You're getting there you
It's
go.
up in the air.
Yeah, and there's a save.
There is a man under it.
Catch.
And finally,
Seifu.
it's been taken.
That's the safest hand in the park. Seifu. Seif Osman, the youngster, a very good cricketer, comes from Tanga Development, plays for Aga Khan.
So an important wicket here.
Definitely
Might be slightly late, but still, what an innings it's been from Nisar.
Definitely.
62 runs of 40 balls. And we're seeing him struggle early on, trying to connect. But once he started connecting, what an innings this has been. And what an innings it has been for Reliance Trigger Titans. So they finally lose a wicket after 120 runs on the board. And some noise coming out of the Royal Rhinos camp now.
Definitely, this wicket will really help, and you never know. Next 5 overs, they might plan to pin the whole team down, because Keel, with all the batting which he scored, he is not actually in the sublime touch, but he is trying to regain his. He's been doing the second fiddle, and the moment I say something about Keel, and Keel goes for a big way.
That's a very good attempt there by the fielder.
2 runs.
And Mohammad Amari is the new batsman in. I think they will be focusing on a lot of running between the wickets.
Definitely would. And that was a good stop by Mohammad Yunusi. So these youngsters are doing very well. This is why. That was a good
And
one.
that's the thing about the umpire. You gotta wait to see what he decides. He likes to build the tension there.
He came close, and I thought probably he wants to give him. Nice shot, Keel. Keel is trying his best. Muhammad Amari facing Asmanika Konzi.
Good ball there. You really want to unsettle the batsman as soon as they come in, and Nathmani is doing a good job at that.
That's what I was saying. 1 wicket and everything can change. You need some dot balls going here and there. You don't let the batsman get off immediately. Anyways, let's see how things work out after the first wicket going down. Finally.
So 15 overs done. It's 124 runs on the board for the loss of a wicket. Of course, that wicket being Nisar Ahmed, who departed in the first ball of this over, falling to Athmani. Very good catch by Seifu in the deep.
Definitely was.
Third time lucky, the Royal Rhinos.
Yeah, finally.
And that brought in Mohammad Amari into the attack. So Zafar to Mohammad Amari. That's a wide ball.
Yeah, and this is not doing good for him.
No, you have to reduce the extras. You know, that's about. Is that the 19th extra of this innings? Very expensive.
Nice ball.
Good call there. Very loud call by Mohammad Amari. So would want to keep it tight. Don't want these runs to flow.
These are the dot balls which I was talking about. Wicket falls, everything gets unsettled. And in such cases, in such situation, there's a batsman in their dugout known as Amal. He comes and he doesn't from ball 1 he'll try to initiate singles, doubles, and then he goes. So anyways, but these things are.
They can push for 2, but they decide to settle for the single, and that's a beautiful throw from the deep by Chitin Pratap Singh. And that's something the commentators were speaking about when Tanzania played in the Africa T20 Cup. The throwing from the deep is exceptional in this Tanzanian side.
Yeah, they've got springs in their arms. That's a big.
That's a very poor ball.
I don't
Very,
know,
very
I
poor
don't
delivery.
understand what Zafar is trying. That's a nice boundary. Honestly speaking, honestly, it was not the batsman's runs. It was the bowler bowling a bad ball. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, out of the park. Omari. What a six. Beautiful six. And that's the end of. That's the end of 16 overs and runs.
There was an attempt here by Mohammad Salim, but it was a bit too much to ask there. And the end of that 16th over, 137 runs on the board.
Yeah, and
Scoring still strong.
yeah, 16 overs, 137. Honestly speaking, with no wickets going down, should have gone on 10 runs an over. But yeah, it's not so easy how it looks. You still need to hit the ball hard, nicely. Finally, another wicket of Keel, the opener, who was hanging on for a long time. He gave his best, 43 runs.
It seemed like he was sort of in acceptance to go. There was
he did play a very good hand though. He was
43 or 50. That was very important. 43 runs there.
He is the kind of a batsman who stays in and does the support role.
Indeed.
And then there comes
Amal. So you are looking towards this, and you're looking forward for it, and here you have it.
I want to see him play the similar innings which he played against Aga Khan. Unfortunately, missed out because I was busy somewhere else on that day. I would want to see that Amal maneuvering and hitting big sixes. He's a lanky batsman just like Keel, skinny, lanky, but he possesses the class of timing.
So two very fresh, very new batsmen in now with after having 137 runs on the board. Amal Rajivan, the new man in. With him is Mohammad Omari.
Yeah. Asmani Gakonzi again on the wicket column. 2 wickets down. Nice ball. Very well fielded by Ali Sahib Bukhari. He finally is trying to regain himself after
Indeed.
dropping.
And Athumani has bowled exceptionally well. 3.3 overs done so far. This is 3.4.
Again.
Seems like I jinxed them there. Going for a double there. But only 21 runs. Only 21 runs so far from his quarter. I think out of all the bowlers, he's done the best.
Absolutely. He is bowled exceptionally well. Pinned down the dots. Although the other end, there was no support. Nice ball. See, he's tying him up. Amal is somebody who doesn't get tied up so easily.
Indeed. And I think Athumani has that confidence, having taken the 2 wickets. He's the only person who's taken the wickets today. So the confidence will be running high.
Experience is something different ball game altogether. They say the form can go here and there, age, body factor, anything can go, but that's the experience. But yeah, at the same time, Amal is no mug with the bat. As I said, he's one of the best.
That's
and
a boundary.
The same ball which was a dot twice, he made it for a 4.
Form is temporary, class is permanent, you mean? So he's done well there, Amal, to get some runs on the board, and that marks the end of the quarter of Athumani. So 25 runs he's given in his 4 overs.
Fantastic bowling.
17 overs done, 143 for 2. 3 overs left to go. What do you think is a realistic score they need to be looking at now, the Twigger Titans?
170 is bare minimum now. With Jitin Pratap Singh coming to bowl, let's see. He can bowl daughters and he can go for 20s also. You never know. But yeah, Nisar not in. Well, I don't want to underestimate just because of Nisar. These batsmen also are good. They have their own way of scoring runs. Nisar has his own way of scoring runs. As I said, I'm very looking forward to see Amal going into the T20 mode. Nice shot. You can't be doing that with Yunusi. He's some Yunusi, Seifu. These are boys been trained on the mud by Riziki. The boys coming from Tanga development, they have been trained hard. Now you see Amal taking strike. Nicely played. Lala is not going on top of the ball. These things matter. Jitin Pratap Singh bowling. Nice ball.
Amal wanting to run for a second there. There was no 2. And Jitin's been doing well.
That's a nice.
The big shout has been given. And Jitin gets the better of Amal. He has to depart just with 7 on the board.
He had to take chances as well. So, fair and square. I'll still have to wait for Amal to perform in the T20 mode. So that's another wicket. You see now these things are gonna impact. As I said, wickets. When wickets start falling, things can go down and down and down. Some time ago when Nisar was on fire, we were looking at 180 to 200 runs. But now, then we just spoke before the over, we were looking at 170 now. Let's see.
Indeed, but the captain comes onto the strike with that wicket. Riziki Kiseto. So, very experienced player.
Definitely is.
So we have to see how he takes it here. He knows the player who is playing on the opposite side, Mohammad Omari. So they're both part of the team that traveled to South Africa to participate in the Africa T20 Cup as well. So we have to brace ourselves for a very tight finish here.
Definitely yes. Nice ball. Dogo. Salim.
Well done by the fielder there, collecting
Very
it well.
well done,
Just
very
a
well
single. And one more ball left to go in this 18th over.
So overall, this over.
Just 3 runs coming off of it. Sorry, 4. And now
that's a good throw.
that's wonderful. That's very good running.
Good running, good throw, good fielding. Overall, good cricket.
So 6 runs coming off this over.
Yeah.
They have to really put the bowlers under pressure in the next 2 overs.
Umpires are trying to push so that the game, the overs get over as soon as possible. I think so. The over rate has been at a task. That's the reason Jitin Pratap Singh was being brought into the bowling, and I can see. Is it Ayaz Mustafa been brought to the bowling? Too late in the game, is it? But very, very smart bowler. I think so.
The Royal Rhinos have to take anything that comes their way with 2 overs left to go. With the Twigger Titans scoring at 8.3.
Yeah, and they're trying to pin them down as low as possible. In 12 balls, maybe they try to pin them down below 20 runs. Let's see how it goes. But Razeki and Moody somehow prefers to play pacers rather than the spinners. And Ayaz is not. Nice ball. Hey, almost had him. Oh, not out. Not out again. But that's what I was talking about, Ayaz. Probably Zafar, with all this pressure, forgot about Ayaz. Ayaz is a wicket-taking bowler, is a smart operator. He will not give you pace. He will not give you same balls. Obviously, he trains with Salum Jumbe, right, Salum? Hey, you've trained him with all the skills?
Obviously, Ayaz is a good bowler. Is experienced, you can say it, compared to Yunusi and all of that Paflodi. Ayaz is the best bowler here. I think he should use him to.
And that's a boundary. So they'll take anything that comes their way.
Yeah, they will go for it. But I think for me, the way they started Twiga Titans, they should go for 180 maybe. They have to.
They started slow. They in the middle stages they did well, and now they seem to be slowing down again. And that was not a very good ball. That you don't do that towards the end of the game.
Unfortunately, he's come on to a stage where he has to bowl it tight. He can't have his variations going on straight away.
Two boundaries coming in a row. The captain, will he be thinking about this decision? How was this giving this over to Ayaz Mustafa? Maybe had he bowled him earlier, would have been something different.
Definitely would have, because he has to pull all the balls.
Oh, it's up in the air. There's no one underneath that.
Not given.
That looked. That did look slightly close, but the umpire very confident.
And
this is gonna run away. It's another boundary. This over is very expensive. 15 runs coming off of it.
so that's a 4. And that's the end of 19 overs.
Seems there's a confusion there. There was a ball left in this over. So the last over of this innings, and it'll be Jitin Pratap Singh. He's bowled well so far. And that's the end of that.
That's a wicket.
So Raziki has to depart, the captain. He had to have a go at it.
Okay, fast ball of the last over, wicket, stumping. Skipper's out.
So wicket on the first ball of the 19th. New man in is Karthik Syal.
Yeah, it's Kartik Sayar.
So Jitin and Atumani with 2 wickets each. I think the pick of the ball is there. Atumani, of course, taking the most dangerous wickets today. Keel as well as Nisar. Loud shout, and that's given as well.
Yeah, I said before that Jitin is a very experienced guy, and he knows what he do exactly. So he really bowled really well over here.
Indeed, when wickets come, when it rains, it pours. So Jitin is on a hat-trick now. 2 wickets. Departing was Raziki, the captain, followed by Karthik Syal, who just came on. So something going the bowling team's way now. They've really contained them. 164. At one point, we were looking at 180 or even 190. So good recovery here by the bowling side. I think Nisar's wicket, we'll go back to that moment because that was the most pivotal moment.
Yeah.
Ever since they lost his wicket, it's been on a downward spiral from then on. And
Akida is in
the new man is Abdurrahman Akida and Jitin Pratap Singh on a hat-trick.
Oh,
Big shout is given. It's a hat-trick. What an achievement. The first hat-trick of the Tanzania Cricket Premier League, powered by SkyExchange.net. It's Jitin Pratap Singh.
Yeah.
And the 3 first balls of the final over. What a way to get to the end of the first innings.
Yeah, that's the what experience that is. But he looks so good, Jitin. He bowled so well and a good length, and I think he might take 4 wickets this over. You never know, but the person like Jitin, he can do that.
No, I still remember when we were sitting into the 12th over talking about no wickets gone, and here we are with 6 wickets gone in the 19th. So once a wicket fell, everything just kept happening. There's 3 balls left to go. Jitin has had a dream start here, and how will he take it from here?
Let's see. The new man, Abu Bakar Sulaimani, the youngster, facing Jitin. Oh, he did very good.
Settling for a single there, giving the strike to Mohammad Omari, who's done really well, scoring 30 of just 15. He came in, he settled in well, he's done well. I'm sure he was hoping to get strike, and finally he's gotten it with 2 balls left to go.
Oh, that's a lucky shot.
Lucky shot, and he'll race away. Captain chasing it, but the chase is not enough. Has to run over the boards. And it's a boundary, taking the total to 169 runs with the ball left to go. So in hindsight, the score is still quite decent. They are around that par score or thereabouts. I wouldn't call this below par because they are a very good bowling unit as well.
Yeah, and I think I can't wait to see Zafar how hard he will come here, because Zafar is even. Oh, that's look wicket.
And that's the end of that. What a catch. And what an over this one was. I mean, this is what we have to talk about. The 20th over. It's 169 runs on the board by Reliance Twiga Titans. After 20 overs, the target is 170 runs, and what will stand out is this 20th over by Jitin Pratap Singh, 5 runs and 4 wickets. So something for the history books there. And with that, we have ended the first innings. So the second match of the Tanzania Cricket Premier League 2022, uh, proudly powered by SkyExchange.net, Pacific Sports, and Toyam Industries. Other sponsors are CTV, Ashton Media, Reliance Insurance, Revive Physiotherapy, G1 Security, Rotana Hotel, METL Group, and Tanform.
Definitely, it is the greatness of all these sponsors coming together, but not to forget SkyExchange.net, the lead sponsor of this tournament, and they have really brought a lot of charm to this cricket in Tanzania, and we hope to see them carrying on with us over and over again, along with their Pacific Star Sports and Toyam Industries Limited. And not to forget all the local sponsors who have been always with us throughout the year: Reliance Insurance, Ashton Media, CTV, Rotana Hotel.
And with that, it's time to bid adieu for a breather for this commentary panel.
Thank you
We've had
very
to take
much.
care of the entire first innings, and we'll catch up with you shortly before the second innings begins.
Yeah,
So the news from the center is that the target is 170 runs after some exceptional death bowling by the Royal Rhinos. Twiga Titans scoring 169 for the loss of 7 wickets. The pick of the batsmen being Nisar with a 62 of 40, and Keel with 43 of 51, and Mohammad Omari with 34 of 17. In the bowlers, of course, the standout Jitin Pratap Singh, 4 overs, 24 runs, and 5 wickets. But Atumani Kakonzi's involvement should not be forgotten, 2 very crucial wickets. So we shall come back to you, and we'll try to get a few interviews in this gap. All right, so I'm joined here by the man of the moment, I should say, Jitin. What a spell! I think when you came into the attack, we had a team that was so strong with Nisar and Keel playing so well. What was the plan? Because I think the team had gone very silent. There was a lot of runs on the board. How was the feeling on the ground at that point?
Obviously, yeah, I mean, some of the boys were a little bit down because we are having a lot of youngsters. And I would say 8 or 9 out of 15 players, they are playing the APL, this kind of tournament, for the first time. So obviously, this kind of a start, nobody want to have to these kind of tournaments. And Nisar, we know he's the kind of batsman he is, the kind of damage which he can do. And he started. So initially, obviously, especially after a couple of drop chances, boys were a little bit down. But then, obviously, that's where the roles of experienced people like me and Zafar come in. We are trying to bring them back, and I'm happy with the kind of comeback which we made. From the point at one point, we were looking, they must have been looking for 200 plus, but I think restricting them to 169 is quite a good comeback in the second half of the bowling.
Indeed, that was something we were speaking about in the commentary box as well. At one point, 190, 200 was easily gettable. But I think Athumani did extremely well, taking two well-set batsmen in the form of Keel and Nisar. But coming back to you, and mainly that 19th over, 4 wickets coming off of it, taking it to a fifer. What an exceptional bowling performance. So was there anything going into the 20th over, you knew that they were going to have a go at you? What was running through your head at that point in time?
See, I just want it was very simple. See, cricket generally is very simple. We try to complicate it too much. So batsmen knew that I would be bowling a little bit flatter because they would be looking for loop and those things. I knew that they will be coming after me. So it was just a matter of who wins. And probably it was my day. Cricket is all about days. So probably it was my good day. I got their wickets. And probably on their good day, they might hit me for 3 sixes as well. So that's how it is. But I'm happy that at least, we restricted them more than the wickets. At least, last over, I only gave 5 runs. And they probably would have been targeting maybe 12, 15 runs. So those 7, 8 runs is an important, difference when it comes to T20s. So I hope that would be able to contribute to our team when they go back to batting.
Indeed, thank you so much. 170 runs is your target. I know you have to go back after a quick change. All the very best. I hope to see you at the end of the game. So that's the news from the centre after the first innings of this Tanzania Cricket Premier League 2022, powered by SkyExchange.net. You'll be joining us shortly for the second innings. Thank you.
So now welcome back to the chase from Rhinos. And we have Zafar Khan, who's leading, who's opening for his team, the captain himself. And I'll be joined by Vipin Ibrahim for this side. Vipin Ibrahim will be joining me for few minutes. So Vipin, how do you find this game?
It will be difficult for the batting team to score really, because 174 is a mammoth total. Only way is to get a brisk start from Zafar. That's only way they can, overcome the total.
So Twiga is going to open with, is that Karthik Sial, bowling to Zafar Khan. Zafar Khan, we all know, as much attacking batsman, powerful batsman Nisar is, Zafar Khan on his day is a different level hitter. And let's see how it goes. Karthik bowling to him, first ball. And the entertainer spreads his wings. Goes for a wide ball. The entertaining umpire of ours. That's the first ball. Bowled. It's not going to be easy going for the batting, even for the bowling, because the pitch doesn't have much on it. Nice ball and another wide ball. Salum Jumbe, you have more experience in controlling the new balls with too many wides. Is it Karthik trying to bowl too fast?
I think he's trying to force the swing. Nah? He's not going bowling naturally. Then he's forcing to swing the ball. For me, I think you bowl, let the ball swing himself. Then later on, the second over, you can control it better. Yeah, that was a nice play by captain himself, Zafar Khan, and take one run. Now the Mohammed Salim Dogo. Oh, this guy used to open for Lions. He's a good guy, good eyes, good contact. I think we will get a good match today. Let's see. I think another wide from Kartik Sayari. He bowls only one ball and 3 wide, so 4 runs. 4 runs in over, and still he has 5 more balls to go. And the skipper trying to change a little fielding, bring the mid wicket in, and finally goes back. I don't know what he's trying to do, but he bowled only 1 ball. I think again wide. This is the 4th wide. I have the experience opening bowler here as well. He can share experience as well if you bowl the fast over, especially when you have a big score like that.
See, the bowler should take it easy for the first few balls. Get his rhythm, line, length. Basically, his run up, he should be comfortable with that. Slowly increase your pace. Try and get the ball swing both the ways. That's the way it should go. If you try from ball 1 and you bowl some extra balls, you will lose your confidence to bowl those natural variations which he already have. And Karthik is an experienced player. He's playing for Gymkhana. He's bowling full quota for them. Maybe he's a bit excited about playing the TCPL today. That might be the reason. A big stage. And he might be mixing with players from the other teams. And it looks like another wide from Karthik. So this is the 6th wide in this over from Karthik. Sorry, it's the 5th wide, yeah. The keeper, Moody, is having a word with Karthik. They're trying to calm him down. The other issue with bowling so many wide is that the batsman feel like, he will have very less pressure on him. He knows that he already got his 7-8 runs in this over. Now he's coming from round the stumps. Oh, a brilliant piece of fielding from Amal at the backward point. He definitely saved a definite boundary. There is a change in field where the fine leg is dropping down. Karthik is coming around the stumps to Mohammad Dogo. And that's a boundary from Mohammad Dogo. So 6, 5 wides, 2 singles, and 1 boundary. They already scored close to 10 runs, which is a good start for CTV Rhinos.
Again, good shot, but straight to the fielder. I think Kanu should be very careful at this over, but he's already bowled 5 wards. If he bowled one more, he could have been, maybe he bowled 2 overs in a row. And that can happen. Wow, this again, really good ball. Still have 1 more balls to go. I think I think it's over. So 12 runs in the first over, 5 wides and 1 boundary. Coming to the next over, Mr. Suraj Kumari, the opening of Caravan Cricket Club.
So from the other end, it's Suraj Kumar. He's an experienced campaigner, a seasoned opening bowler for Caravans for last few years. A guy from Kerala, and he doesn't had much of domestic cricket experience back at his home, and then he developed his cricket in Tanzania. Started playing for Caravans B and now into Caravans A as an new ball bowler. First ball of his over, tucked by Zafar to fine leg for a single. The new ball bowlers should set the tone for the bowling team. The match, the tempo of the match will be decided in next 2-3 overs, where the first over they have gone for 12 runs. So the bowling team is really looking for an quiet over, but there was a boundary through the extra covers from Mohammad Dogo, an unconventional cricketer. Looks like the heaves are not a copybook heaves, but it always brings you runs for his team Lions, and then now for Royal Rhinos. So what do you think, Asim? Where are they going to be ending up?
I think so. Zafar has gone in with a plan that he's going to get in, take his time, and Salim has been given the license to free his arms, and it's quite working for them for now. You know, nice shot again, but immediately the skipper had already taken an extra cover, not conventional fielding normally, but yeah, horses for courses. Rizieq Izeto, a very experienced captain. Nicely played. No runs. Suraj Kumar bowling very well. As you said, he didn't have a lot of experience playing hardball cricket back home, but he has built up his game here in Tanzania. It's a similar case with a lot of people around. Me myself, I've played only tennis ball back home. Came and played hardball in Tanzania. Nicely bowled. Then when when you come about this, I also remember Ankit Baghel. He was always a tennis ball player. I always thought he has played hardball cricket back home, but I only realized when he scored 100 against Caravans, batting with the left-handed gloves. And I asked him after the game, how come? And he was like, that was a leading edge, effective though, unconventional, 4 runs.
Not a very bad start for CTV Rhinos. There were 21 in 2 overs. It's definitely the start. 22 in 2 overs. It's definitely the start. They were looking for chasing a target of 170. So there is a bowling change. Hassan Sangwale is replacing Karthik Sahil. Let's see how Dogo is going to tackle Hassan Sangwale. Hassan Sangwale is a veteran cricketer who represented the national Taifa Stars back in his old days. And a very jovial character. Ex-national player, jovial character, a competitor. So he's with his first ball for the over. And Dogo with his master class. The first ball he hit through the line for a boundary to the covers. So the plan is well set for CTV Rhinos. Go behind the bowlers, whoever is it. The heave, he missed the heave. So the bowler is having a few words with the batsman. The real difference in today's match is the 70 odd runs which Nisar have scored. Apart from him, others game or run a ball game. That's a nice.
Sangwale, aggressive character, got hit for a boundary and passed 2 balls very quick through Dogo and Sangwale then goes trying to get under Dogo's skin. He's trying to provoke him to play a wrong shot, but anyway, Mohammad Salim Dogo is playing good so far. He doesn't need to do much, yeah. And
there is a confusion. The batsman hit, the bowler touched the ball and it hits the stump, so the bails were out. And as per the law, the bowler should have to take the wicket along with the ball to give the run out. Now, Sangwale unfortunately took the wicket out with the ball in the other hand. So the umpires are consulting against each other regarding the decision. So it looks like they were going to the third umpire. So the first time we are having a third umpire review, which has been taken by the umpire, and they were checking the authenticity of the run out. It looks like it looks like it's not out, because as per the law, he should have to remove the stems with the ball in hand, whereas he took the stems out with the ball on the other hand. Actually, it's a pretty funny moment.
This could have gone very critical into controversy books, like a lot of games which has happened in the past, and we had the opportunity thanks to the sponsors, SkyExchange.net, who bought in this facility for us in this tournament where we could review this close situation. Nicely played. Lala runs for a single. Jatin loses the ball, fumbles the ball, and goes for an easy single. So the score is now moving. There's no wicket. Comedy of errors. Yeah. And there's the nice shot. Lala plays a beautiful cover drive, and it's start for 4. Where they say when Lala hits, it stays hit. And we have the most entertainer of Dar es Salaam coming, and he's going to join us very soon. Atif Salim. I'm sure he's come to see his brother Mohammad Salim batting. He couldn't resist staying back home. Today, now he doesn't have any work to do. So the score is now after
31 in 3 overs, which is exactly what CTV Royal Rhinos require. And Suraj with his second over from the So Suraj continuing his bowling from the pavilion end, we can say. Dogo with his trademark cover drive, heave towards cover drive. The 80% of his shots goes to the covers, and an experienced skipper like Riziki immediately kept a fielder over there and cut his boundaries, which is some sort of a pressure on Mohammad Salim now. But the good thing is that he's having an experienced campaigner on the other end in the form of Zafar Khan, which he can help him out. And that's a pull shot, and it went for a boundary through the square leg. And the aggression is still there. So it looks like it's going to be a cracker of a match today.
They have a lot of powerhouses in the team other than Zafar. And that's a wide ball. It's a wide ball. Yeah, it's going to be a cracker of a game. They have a good team. But, well, the way I know Lala, if he stays, he's going to do a good, more than a decent job for his team. He has to do it. He might be having that thing. What a beautiful shot. A good try there by the fielder. But a cracker of a hit.
That's a classic cut shot from Zafar. It went like a tracer bullet to the boundary. Zafar is his wrist is very strong. The way he hit through mid wicket and square of the wicket is really amazing. It's an unsuccessful appeal from Suraj. So basically they have got what they need in this over. 2 boundaries, few singles. They were at par with their run rate. If they score 60 or 65 odd runs in the power play, there really stands a chance with the big batting lineup, which to follow the hard-hitting Kashif, followed by Jitin Pratap Singh, then Kasimu Nasoro. Sorry? Then Asmani Kakonsi is there. Again, through extra cover. This time he successfully did it. All the 4 boundaries which was scored by Mohammad Salim as on the same spot.
That's his go-to area. That's his area where he doesn't. You give him a ball there, he'll go for it. And now he's trying to play the ball which is not even there. He's trying to manufacture one. So that's the end of the over, and the score goes on to 4 overs, 46 runs. More than a decent start. And Mohammad Salim has a supporter here on the ground.
His brother is there. He's very happy. Mohammad Salim is on 20 from 14 balls. Zafar Khan 19 from 10. 4 overs 46 is a very good start by CTV Royal Rhinos. I believe the captain should have to change the strategy, because Rusiki has been playing the whole career with Aga Khan. In shorter format of the game, he always opened the bowling for AK. So he should have been doing that. As a teammate, I believe Rasiki should be bowling from this end rather than bowling from the other end. But the idea Rasiki should have to push forward is to get in the spinners. Jadin Prajapati is there. He himself is a spinner. Amal can bowl few overs. Nisar is there. So they have decent enough lineup of spinners. And immediately the heave went up. And it looks like it lands in the no man's land. So basically that should be the strategy for Riziki and his team. Bowl Amal, Nizar, himself and Jadin Prajapati. So I have the TCA media officer, Mr. Atif Salim with me, the brother of Mohammad Salim. So brother, do you discuss cricket at home?
Well, before we discuss that was a lovely shot there by Lala. And with this second game really giving us a great entertainer, we are in for big runs. Yeah, as you introduced me, my brother is playing with Lala, Mohammad Salim. I think that's his first TCPL. We've come a long way in our club for him to be recognized for his talents and playing here. At home, yes, we do discuss cricket because especially once he was selected, and now I think his captain has put faith in him. He opens for his club and now he's opening for his franchise as well. The good thing of TCPL this year is since the last 3 years is the expansion of number of teams. I think that has given chances to players coming from the lower divisions as well to get an opportunity in the TCPL. I think that has been a very good move from this new management. I think that's the reason why we can see players like Mohammad Salim and others who have got opportunity to showcase their talents. I think that's a very bright move. And I think in the coming future, I will not be surprised if we will go from 6 to 8. And that's exactly how we should be going in developing cricket in Tanzania.
You are very right. So that was a sensible nudge from Mohammad Salim, because he knows that his partner have already scored the required amount of runs in this over. So he basically needs to give him a company by taking probably singles and doubles. And that's a quick single, and that pressure on the fielder ends up getting 2 for Royal Rhinos.
As we say, Dogo has improved leaps and bounces. There was a time when Dogo, Mohammad Salim was not very good with the spinners. Now he's also handling them well, decently. And with our co-commentator sitting next to me, Salum Jumbe, he says if Lala stays here for 10 overs, the game is going to go over. Nicely played by Dogo once again. He manages to get another single. 4.5 overs. We are talking about 57 runs. 5 overs, 58 runs. 5 overs, 58 runs. That, and we still have 1 over to go. I'm sure, Atif, this game has been watched across the Sunni community because of Dogo's presence here. And we know the kind of support and the kind of crowd which supports Lions. I'm sure this young boy has been supported very well back in the community, and it's a proud moment for everybody in community as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Since Dogo is playing here, I think the community that he belongs to, yes, is following them. But that goes out to each and every player. I think there have been so many players coming from different backgrounds in this tournament. I think that is one big plus point, that we have everybody. And I am receiving messages coming out all the way from Dodoma, from Geita, these parts of the country where our development centers are. They are all following the games. I think it's been an amazing feeling so far. Some of the comments that I'm receiving are these games being held in Europe or something, because we have never seen Leaders Ground looking so beautiful before. So I think these are the compliments we have to really give kudos to our production team for doing a brilliant job with setting up everything. And yeah, so far I think CTV Royal Rhinos, at one point they really looked nowhere in the game. They have really come back very, very strong so far in the power play. With 5 overs gone, 58 runs on the board. And now we have Abdul Rahman Akida. And was that a no ball? I think that is it for Dogo. I think the umpire has just said, he was asking the umpire if there is a chance of a no ball there. And that is a wicket. So Dogo departs, scoring 23 runs of 18 balls. I think he gave a good start with his partner Zafar Khan, but that is it from him. I think it's a good experience for him for his first ever TCPL game. I think he didn't disappoint much for his team. He did what was required, and now let's see how CTV Royal Rhinos plan their chase after this wicket loss.
I think Dogo played well. He did his part for the team. Now Asmani Kakonsi is in. So CTV Royal Rhinos lost the first wicket in the form of Mohammad Salim Dogo.
So that's the first wicket down. It wasn't a very good. It wasn't a very good way of getting out. He's been batting very well, brilliant batting by him. Unfortunately, a bad ball got better of the batsman. So that's 58 runs for 1 wicket, 5.1 overs. In comes Manakida. First ball wicket, lucky man. Nice ball, and it's traveling towards the commentary box. I'm not interested to catch any balls. 4 runs. Lala is on fire. TCPL, APL, Pro 10. These are the leagues which Lala sets the stage. That's a boundary, and the game moves on from there. 62 for 1. TCPL title sponsor SkyExchange.net. Co-sponsored by Pacific Star Sports, Toyam Industries. In comes Akida. Nada. Carbon copy. Zafar is attacking the commentators. Zafar, when you finish your batting, you'll be taken care about it. You have been told before the game, I'm going to take you on, and I think so you took it otherwise. Now you're taking me on, hitting boundaries or boundaries towards me. But as long as you get boundaries and I'm safe, no issues. Isn't it, Mr. Salum?
Yeah. Obviously, Zafar, if Zafar stayed 10 over, then the game will be go to Zafar's team. As we all know, Zafar is a very good batsman. Here we go. Again, but now skipper is very clever to add 2 more players on the offside. But I think that both teams, they have same approach in the opening. They're just attacking the opening, and they've got very good runs in the power play.
It was a sensible, controlled aggression by both the teams. There was no extraordinary aggression which actually happened in the morning game. It was between Simba Kings versus Chui Challengers, where the Chui Challengers try to go ball after ball, manufacturing shots, and a nice. You see Zafar, you see him, he's playing in the line, he's not going against the line, he's trying to hit the ball when it is there to be hit. Otherwise, he's okay in taking singles, waiting for the bowlers to do some mistake. Because in such games, if you hold your wicket, you wait for the bad balls and take control by taking singles, rotating strike, the runs will come. And the pitch, as we said since morning, pitch is offering runs. The outfield is nice and fast. So there's no way that 170 cannot be chased. They are already 66 runs in 6 overs. That's credit goes to both the openers. Mohammad Salim did his part, and Zafar is still on the road. He's on 36 runs on 18 balls, 6 fours and 1 6, and they've got the best one down, Asmani Kakonzi, the man who can handle the spinners very, very well. One of the few African players who knows how to handle the spinners, because he himself is a very good spinner. And Riziki Kizeto, a man with a lot of experience up his sleeve. Just as I just said, they don't need to do much. Just go on with the game. 1-2, 1-2. Wait for the bad balls. They are already above the run rate. And Lala Mino, he sees the spinners, his eyes lit up. He will play the correct shots. I hope he doesn't try to manufacture one. Let's see how it goes. Because there's always a temptation when the spinners are on. There you go. There you go. That's a biggie. Gone out of the park, my friend. Lala. There is Lala ne dho dala. It was a very good hit. Zafar Khan, Lala. There's a saying in India. And a nice approach. Lala is taken a quick single. Very good fielding by Abu Bakr Salimani. Young lad. Very good fielding. Covered a very big area. Lala initially didn't think of a second, but when he saw the ball was played in a gap, he did push, but it's okay, as you don't need to do much. Nicely played. That's Asmani Kakonzi for you. My friend, the runs won't stop. The runs won't stop, and Asmani Kakonzi and Zafar Khan They are both complementing each another. When you are going for such runs, when you are looking for such chases, you need batsmen ticking on each side. You can't put pressure only on one side. That's the beauty of this chase. You know, when Zafar started with Mohammad Salim. Mohammad Salim was the one who was going aggressive, and that gave Lala a bit of time to settle himself in, and then Lala got into his groove, and now you can see a man who changes about 10 gloves in a game. Zafar Khan, you can already see him. He's removed his gloves. He likes to change a lot of gloves. And Riziki Gizeto. Deft touch, and very well fielded by. The footwork of Nisar is not to be seen when he is batting. Only his handwork is seen, but now he's showing his footwork while he's fielding. So the score has moved on to 7 overs, 79 runs, 1 wicket down. And Lala is on 43 runs of 20 balls. Asmani Kagonzi 6 runs, 4 balls, 1 boundary. Very nice game. Abdul Rahman Akida coming into bowl the next over. Amal is trying to give him some guidance. Amal Rajivan, a seasoned player coming from Kerala, plays for Caravans, now also for Tanzania. Just recently represented Tanzania and played beautifully there. He was the highest run scorer before the final. And, the final didn't work out well for him because Abik had already done his part. So it didn't get much to bat. Now, as I said, and Amal Rajivan also got selected in the Asia Cup, Africa Cup, in the Africa 11. So there's a lot of positives for the players who recently represented Tanzania. In comes Akida for his second over and team's 8th over. Leg stump down the wicket, bowled. Seven overs, 79 runs. That the score was. They are still maintaining above 10 and over. Now it's moved to 7.1 over 80 runs. So Reliance Twiga Titan won the toss and elected to bat. It was a good decision. Nicely played. Lala is trying his best to hold the shape. Not to go he's not trying to do anything silly or wild. He's already in the groove. And he is doing his part. Rosie Gazzetto trying to scrub hard to keep the ball shiny, but we have limitations in our ground. So, when you come to Africa, you don't get greeneries. Beautifully played. Turned his bat. He's risked his wicket though, but horses for courses. There was a good throw from Karthik. He took the risk because the boundaries didn't work out. And Manakida is bowling good low Yorkers in this over. Manakida comes from Tanga, very strong physique. There you go. There you go. I just complimented him with and the score is moved to 49. Lala's individual score has moved to 49. And as I said, they're maintaining 10 and over 8. This is a good game. Nicely played. Very well stopped there by Riziki, putting his body in the firing line. Doing a fantastic job, Lala, for his team. He didn't try to elevate. He knew where the fielder is. On a low full toss, if he tried to elevate, it could have been a good catch. And Nisar has been made to run here and there. He worked so hard for the team and he's been made to run here and there. If there's a cracker coming from Lala, I don't know if Nisar is going to put his body or which part of his body. And a drop. And that's his 50. Lala's 50. Lala 50 ho gaya. That's his 50.
Yeah, it's a very quick 50 by Lala. 24 balls. 25 balls, 50. As I said, if Lala, and they gave him chance, if Lala stayed for the 10 over, then Lala could finish this game because this guy is very smart. He's playing smart and he calculates the runs as well. He's very good guy. He's a very good batsman as well. So end of over number 8, 87 for 1.
And there's a bowling change. And this is going to be interesting. This man looks old, but he's very young. He don't go by his color of the hairs. He's quite young. Jatin Prajapati, and he has a lot of experience, but his unfortunately game on Sunday wasn't his best of the game for his club where he played. Normally very economical, very tricky, not easy to handle. Let's see, he has a challenge here to get rid of Lala. I'm sure he'll back himself. Lovely ball. Lovely ball. Spot on. Let's see, it's going to be interesting. As I said, he can bowl both the lines. Nice ball. Good running by Asmanika Konzi. And there's no backup there. But Lala is trying to control himself, not to run too hard, and trying to play a measure innings, because his presence in the middle is very important. He should be taking the team as much deep as possible. Yes, nicely played and very well fielded by Nisar. Nice ball. Jatin Prajapati, after all the whacking he had on Sunday, he's spot on today. Jatin Prajapati. Well bowled so far. Nice shot. Single taken. This is the only over till now. We haven't seen a boundary come. But the over is not over. Score is 90. Tanzania Cricket Premier League. Nice shot. Straight And that's Jatin granting the best of Lala. As I said, there was no boundaries coming in, and Lala gets out. And a beautiful catch taken by Abubakar Salmani. Youngster doing a fantastic job. Very good innings by Lala. Getting end. And this is the only over, I think so, of this innings which has gone below 6 runs. With no boundaries scored. As I said, it is the only over of this innings which has gone below 6. Even when Dogo had got out, the runs were scored in that over. So, yeah, that's what happens when you're getting runs over runs, boundaries in every over, and you are above the run rate, and you still like to attack is not needed there. And in comes a new young batsman, Ali Saib Bukhari, a very good batsman, an all-round player. Again, a youngster who's just recently come from India, but he's come here for his job purpose, and he's getting an opportunity to play for Advanced Premier League, Tanzania Cricket Premier League, and an expected change of Nisar is here. So Jatin Prajapati getting Lala out. Very well bowled. So the score is 91 for 279 runs needed in 11 overs. It's not a very big task. All they need to do is just get on with the game. Nice shot. And this is going to end the Ali Bukhari's. He took off without looking at the batsman. The batsman was watching the bowler, watching the fielder. That's a run out. And now comes that's a bad luck. He had a bad day today overall. Best fields, the drop of Nisar. But yeah, we shouldn't be taking away the game he possesses. He has a very, very good game sense. Unfortunately, TCPL, you just join a team from nowhere and you need to understand each another's positives and negatives. And this boy is still new here in Dar es Salaam, so he is not yet well versed of how another player would react to a cut or the ball going straight to the fielder. And the fielder was up for it. He saw the non-striker moving out and the ball was thrown easily to Nisar. And Nisar luckily grabbed the ball cleanly and took the bails off. So Nisar also not getting a wicket but getting a wicket of his over, a run out. Nice ball again. There you go. So you see when the wicket falls, the run rate falls. The first wicket fell down. Now I would want to see this guy batting. I didn't have the opportunity to see him bat in the hardball cricket. He is also known to hit big sixes. Like not big, humongous. But let's see, he needs to give himself some time. He tried to hit it hard as anything. So far in this over, there's only one run which has come, and a wicket has happened. So let's see. That is a big six, as I just said. That is a big six. He is known for this. So today, finally, I'll tell Kashif, I finally got to see you hitting. Kashif Anwar, a guy coming from India. Big, heavy body, strong, heavy lifter. He's a power hitter. Let's see how many does he cleans today. What a beautifully played cut. Nisar doesn't like to be hit for a six. So that six took the runs to 98 for 10 overs. They need only 72 runs, honestly speaking. They just need to go ball by ball, take it easy. Not to do anything extraordinary, because Lala, Mohammad Salim has done their job. Asmani is an experienced guy. He would want to see this over, and he knows how to play the shots, like the correct shots. When I say he knows how to play, you will see him playing correct shots. You will not see him manufacturing shots, isn't it, Salum Jumbe?
Yeah, of course it is. As you said, Lala and Dogo, they set really well the games. Now they need 72 in just 10 overs. And they have a experienced batsman who is Atumani is on the pitch and one is outside, Jitin Pratap Singh. So I think 72 for them, it's a game to win.
So my excitement goes higher when I see Kashif batting and Jatin bowling. Spinner, he's a spinner specialist. Now let's see what happens, because the best hitter was being taken care of. Now let's see. That's out. That's a wicket. 98 for. So 99 for 4. In comes to bat. In comes to bat is Mohammad Yunusi.
Yes, the youngster senior player Muhammad Yunusi come to the crease. But still, they have a potential to win this. It's still 71 to win, and they have a lot of good batsmen. As you see, Jitin Pratap is there outside, Seifu Asumani, and now in the crease is Muhammad Yunusi and the legend Atumani Kakonzi. If these two guys play till 15 overs, they will make a good game great to their hand. You see, the young man bowls so well. He's the guy from Aces. He's playing B and A as well. But I think for me, if you have a left-arm spinner in a team, that will be a good guy for you. Okay, that's a quick single by Muhammad Yunusi. Well batted. Another single run by Asmani Kakonzi at the fielder. That's a quick throw, well done. And it's over. The score is it's not over. I think it's a one ball left. So the young man should bowl one ball left. Another quick single by Muhammad Yunusi. Oh, I think they will run two. Okay, just one. The young man bowled so well. Another over 4 runs. So 4-4-8. Two overs, 8 runs and 2 wickets. Yeah, he is happy as well. He is very old, but he's very young on the field. When you give him ball, 35 is not that old. Just a hair. Oh, it's a hair. The hair looks white. Coming back, Nizari Ahmed ball over number 12. I remember Nizari used to only bat, and when he became underperformance, then he decided to bowl as well. Now he become an all-rounder. Yeah, that's the beauty Tanzania is. Oh, that's a 1 run by Muhammad Yunusi and safe end to they call him champion. Hassani Selemani Sangwale.
Now, Nisar. Nicely played. The run rates have fallen down a bit since Lala has got out. Nice shot by Yunusi. But Akida is spot on with the fielding. And an acrobatic effort to collect by Mohammad Omari. Mm. 4 runs. That was a straightforward catch for Khil. And Riziki was so smart. He had a fielder planned for this. Was a planned wicket. This has really disappointed Nisar. Nisar still trying to recover himself. And another chance. That's going to be out. That's Jatin Prajapati.
Yeah, he's very disappointed. As you said, Astumani is really a good batsman. And if you miss him, then I think he'll play another long shot so he get out. But still, they have a lot of experienced player, which is coming in now is Jitin Pratap. He's also a very good experienced player. The batsman is a national as well. He used to bat on top. I don't know why. What's happened now? It's a plan. Yeah, also is a vice captain of the team, Mr. Jitin Pratap. And even if you look at his status, he has a lot of runs. Around 3,103 runs in just 117 matches. So he's a good batsman.
Well, nobody doubts Jitin Pratap Singh's batting skills. He is a man. When he stands between the wicket, he makes sure his team is going to put some game. So finally 2 wickets each. Nisar getting 2 and Jatin Prajapati getting 2, and that's how they have managed to put the brakes on the run rate. Current run rate is still 9.2. That was the beauty of Lala and Lala's effect, and that's the second run taken quickly. Little fumble, and this young man is too quick. That's the end of the over, and the score goes on to 111 in 12 overs, and they require 59 runs in 8 overs. Not a big task with Jitan Pratap Singh still in the crease. They still have Saif Asmani in the dugout and others. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, they really need to win as they got a very big start from their openers, captain himself. So they will need to execute that to make sure their victory goes to them in this evening. Jatin Prajapati is bowling over number 13 now. He's been here, which is third over now. He just given only 8 runs in 2 overs. He looks good. As I say, the left-arm bowlers, mostly they are very difficult to give the runs. Especially when you have an experienced left-arm spinner like Jatin Prajapati. He's very experienced. He never played national team, but he's very experienced. He played a lot of games now, so he understands the situation. That's why he went through so well when he was. Oh, another quick single, maybe 2. Okay, just the one, and Kanu, I take it very quick. Just the 1 single. Muhammad Yunusi leave the strike to Mr. Jitin. Here we go. And I had used to bowl Chinaman ball. I don't know what is that, man. Because I play with him, same team, so. Oh, that's a good shot, but 1 run. The fielder there, it's Abu Bakari Suleimani. It's a safe hand there. The very young guy, but he's very good on the field. If you hit the ball to him, then you just run all the way to the pavilion. Another 1 single. Still to Abu Seremani. No fumble, clean, safe hands, good throw. He can run quick. That's Abu. Another good ball, and well filled by Amar Rajvan. Oh, they tried to take a 2, or it's a 2 safely. But well fielding by Amar to save the boundary over there. I think now game goes 50-50. Because before, this Royal Rhino is supposed to win. But still, the game was still on. Another good shot, but I think it's a 1 run because there is a good fielder over there. They call him champion, Mr. Hassani Suleimani Sangwale.
Champion as in what? That's the end of the over, and the score is moved to 117. 5 wickets down. And they need 54 runs in 7 overs, like 42 balls. So the run rate. So let's see how it goes now. Jatin and Nisar has pinned down the run rate. They also have got wickets, put the brakes on the scoring. Let's see. Nisar Ahmed. facing scooped the Dilshan scoop, going for a boundary. A beautiful. This is the class of Jitin Pratap Singh. Nowadays he's playing too many though, but as long as it gives him runs, immediately there's a fine leg taken by the skipper and the bowler. But if the fine leg goes out, somebody has to go in. Now the fine leg is going a bit squarer. Good ball though. Nisar is a tough competitor. He doesn't like to be whacked. He will come back harder with the next ball if you try to get runs out of him. Yeah, nicely deft touch, straight single. Jatin Prajapati, nice fielding. Actually, it's Nisar and Jatin Prajapati have done very well to bring the team back in the game. Jitin Pratap Singh also today took 5 wickets. Courtesy 4 wickets in the last over though. Nisar. Nice shot. Well fielded off. So Jitin Pratap Singh took a hat-trick today in the last over. Nicely played straight into the hands of, and it's gone for overthrow. All the good job done by Karthik. Has an off day today, poor guy. He is a very consistent player for his team. He is a hard competitor. He is a strong character, just like his dad is. KB, he would be very proud to see him. Nicely played. Very nicely played. Nicely bowled. That's the end of the over, and the score has moved to 123 runs. And they now need 47 runs in next 6 overs. So it's going to not reach to 10 and over stage, but now the stage has come where they need to go for it. Now only thing which I think is, with all the power hitters back in the hut, Jitin Pratap Singh, Mohammad Yunusi, they can easily take this game with some smart cricket. This doesn't require any extraordinary hitting. Some smart drives, deft touches here and there. Bad balls will come. They need to wait for the bad ball, but the good balls has to go for singles at least. Let's see how they plan their chase. Shot not lift well, and very well taken by Manakira. And that's a wicket. Yunusi getting out. That was a half tracker. Jatin is very lucky. It could have gone out of the park. So that's a wicket. And in comes Ayaz Mustafa. And he is going to face his own friend from the same club, Jatin Prajapati, who has got the team back into the game. 3 important wickets, out of which 2 were power hitters. Yunusi is somebody who is very tough to get through his defense. Well, Keel was the only catch which he dropped, and luckily very next ball there was a catch of the same batsman, Asmani. Otherwise it would have really costed them very hard. So Jatin Prajapati is now on 3.1 overs, 14 runs, 3 wickets. And his confidence is sky high. Another Chinaman. He is backing his Chinaman today. Normally he mixes it up, everything. Not a single ball he's bowled going away from the right-hander. He's always a Chinaman prefers Chinaman more than the off spinner, and that's a full toss ball. Very few. Oh, that's a good throw, but Jitin Pratap is in his back in his place. So 2 runs taken. So Jatin bowling to Jatin Prajapati bowling to Jitin Pratap Singh. Let's not get confused here. Jatin Prajapati. What a ball, dot ball. When he gets through a good ball, you can see the stride in his bowling, the smile on his face. It's nice to see him that way. Oh, he wasn't a pleasing face on Sunday. And another good ball, played very well, going for 2 runs. A good over. And that's the end of his 3rd over. Oh, there's one more ball to go. So he still has 1 ball to finish his spell. Jitin Bhai is watching him very carefully. And that's the end of his over. That's the end of a beautiful spell of his. 4 overs, 19 runs. This was an unnecessary one which went through. 3 wickets. Somebody who really brought the team into the game. Very hard. It is very hard to defend batsmen like Zafar and Kashif, because there's no much turn on the pitch. But the Jatin and Nisar, I don't know, since morning they have not been much of a turn, but they're bowling probably on a different pitch. They're really ripping. They're using their wrist. The finger bowlers will not get much. So Tanzania Cricket Premier League's first day, second game going on. Lead sponsored by SkyExchange.net, Pacific Star Sports and Toyam Industries Limited. Locally co-sponsored by Ashton Media, Reliance Insurance, CTV, Tanform. And there you go. Nisar getting ready for his last over. Again a scoop. Last over also he scooped one. There was no fielder. Captain took a fine leg. He stopped scooping. Now there is no fine leg and he again scoops. He's so aware of the situation and the fields. And he's a very, very smart batsman. Doesn't use as much of an effort. Let's see how the things move on. Ayaz Mustafa running hard. Probably doesn't want to come on strike though. No, I'm sure he knows it's not going to be easy to hit boundaries. Ayaz Mustafa practicing his drives. No time to practice on the pitch, so he's practicing on when he's on non-strike. Nicely played. Extra cover area and nicely run. A little fumble. Very little minor fumble. So see, now this is the advantage. If you're not getting big shots, he got 1 boundary with the not power, with using the pace and 2 balls, he takes 2 runs. And see, they are set on. That's the experience of Jitin Pratap Singh. And that's the reason probably, because a lot of middle order batsmen in the side, he decided to stay down to finish the games for his team. Nicely deft touch. But Jatin Prajapati has been kept for those tough touches. Mrs. JP Singh doesn't like JP playing those shots because last time when we were watching him play and he got out versus Kenya, she wasn't very happy about it. So I'm sure he's hearing me and watching this game live. And single. That's 10 runs already taken in this over without much of a risk. Nicely played. That's nobody moving there. 40 runs with least effort. And this was the expensive over of Nisar. Otherwise, he was spot on throughout this 3 overs before this. He had only given 22 runs. This over costed him 14 runs. So, unfortunately, but Jitin Pratap Singh, we were wondering what is he doing so low down the order, and now you know, Salum, what was he doing? The plan worked. Sometimes had it backfired, everybody would have been on the case of Zafar. Just like Zafar gambled with using Kashif Anwar as a new bowler. Kashif Anwar was not a bad bowler, but after the first good over, he tried to do too many experiments in the second over.
Yeah, as I see here now, I can understand it. Now it's a experience now working on, because Zafar used the big hitter in front and leave the experienced batsman behind. So he knows if we get a good start, then the experience they will chip in 1 and 2s, and the game will finish it safely. But coming back to ball, the skipper himself, Riziki Kizeto, he bowled 2 overs 25. Wow. Not good economic, but in this situation, this guy is very experienced. He can handle that. He just make sure not to give more than 10 runs in over. So maybe if they give that, then the Royal CTV Royal Rhinos will be taking victory in the hands of himself, skipper. Ayazi Mustafa, coming for so long now, is batting his second balls. He was busy running here and there, and now, I think it's easy too, but, yeah, it's easy too, by the way. Well done by Ayaz Mustafa. This look wonderful game, 169, and this guy is almost there chasing it. He did a very good run. Well, again, he's trying to play safely. Another 2 runs, safe 2 runs. Now I think Twigger, now they want to give the game to Royal Rhinos freely. Reliance Twigger, the captain, is upset as well. Here we go, but anything can happen. I think now they need just a wicket of Jitin Pratap. Yeah. That's the experience from Ayazi Mustafa. He knew he gonna do that, then he took just a little soft hand to the 1 run. I think Mr. JP Singh could pedo this ball again. Is he going to pedo that? Because he watched. If there's a fielder behind him, then he saw nothing. I think he's going to pedo this ball.
Let's bet 500 shillings karanga from me. 500 shillings karanga from me. If he does.
Definitely. Oh, now skipper change it. I know. Definitely you would pedo that ball.
You lost the bet, my friend. You will buy me 500 shilling karanga.
No way. Okay. Now he changed it. I knew he gonna pay that.
Well, the reverse sweep was not on the cards. Well, we never bet on the reverse sweep. we bet it for paddle sweep. So I still owe you 500 shillings. I'm going to cut it from your salary.
Oh, that now this might be the last game to go commentary.
You don't have to worry about 500 shillings against Jatin. Anyways, coming back to the game, such a beautiful game from the start. The way Twiga batted, well, honestly speaking, Nisar was the showstopper for them. Nobody else. Here in Royal Rhinos, each and everybody chipped in. I guess from Mohammad Salim, everybody had their role. Nicely played by Jitin Pratap Singh. Coming down the wicket, pinching a single. See, when you go up down the wicket, this is what the youngsters have to learn from people like Jitin Pratap. You don't need to really go for a big hitty. You just come in. If you see the ball is not there to hit, takes a single. And the spot where I was telling Riziki forgot to bring back Jatin in that place and dragged Ayaz there.
I think Ayaz is using experience as long as Jitin does. Very good betting. You don't need to hit a big hit here. You need only 17 runs to go. So you only what you need is smartness, good mind to chase it safely. As now they're doing really well. I think now Skipper trying to bring up fast bowlers in last 3 overs. But still, as long as Jitin and Ayaz is there, the game might go to the Royal Rhinos. Let's see. The 3 overs. Akida comes back to the attack.
It wouldn't even reach to the last over, I guess. If Jitin Pratap Singh is there on... And see, you don't even realize he's already scored 34 runs from 20 balls. No big sixes. No big hits. Just paddle sweeps and reverse sweeps. How many? 3 paddle sweeps, 1 cover drive, 2 paddle sweeps, 1 cover drive, and 1 reverse sweep. Elegance, classy, silky, smart, and so productive and effective.
Yeah, he is really dangerous when he is in a crease because he will surely take every ball 1 run. Surely take that. Because he has a good eyes, good feet movement, and he has a lot of shots. So the guy is great. Jitin is great. But coming back to the attack, the bowler is Abdurrahman Akida. Is also a young guy, a left-arm quick bowler. He likes to bowl Yorkers outside off, and Jitin likes that ball. I think this might be a good big over as well.
Let's see how it goes now. 3 overs, 16 runs to go. Jitin Pratap Singh should finish it off for his team. Vice captain has done his job. Now vice captain has to do his part. Royal Rhinos are blessed with good captain and vice captain, both who like to take the lead from the start. And I asked Mustafa and Jitin Pratap Singh, they have done a decent job. So Reliance Twiga Titans trying to defend their 16 runs. CTV Royal Rhinos. Let's see what is in there. Oh, nice flick. Again, elegance. Again, an elegant That's a boundary. That's a beauty. That's a beauty. Jitin Pratap Singh.
I think this is how good when you have experienced batsmen in a team. Experienced player, exactly. As Jitin now is finishing so easily now, he's using experience and play simple. I think that again it's 2 runs, 2 it's safe 2. Well done by GT. Now he's 14-22 balls. And 10 more runs. Is he gonna hit 50 or what? Let's see. Most strikey he used to take it. Maybe he's gonna score 50 easily. That is Jitin Pratap. He bowled so well. Now he looks but so well, but Akida is under pressure now. 6 runs, 2 balls. He still have 4 balls. Make sure wherever he does, he should finish with a wicket, especially of Jitin wicket. Here we go, the third ball. Oh, again, simple runs, 1 run, safe run. Jitin is very confident and he's looking fit. He's a very old man, but he's look fit. The national man. Here we go, Ayaz now on strike. Oh, Ayaz tried to hit Biggie but misses. No need to hit Biggie right now. You need only to take a single because you need only 10 runs in 2.2 over.
In comes Akida. Again a dot ball. Now the pressure is back. They've already got 7 runs. They just need like 9 runs to win. 13 balls to go. Easy going. Nothing much to do. There's nothing much which Akida is also doing. And given a 4. And that was a 4.
Oh, now Reliance Twigger Titans look down. They made a very good score, and now I think they give away the game.
As we see the very first day, it's a weekday, but it's a good build-up of crowd which has come. And the game is getting very intense. Well, to be honest, Royal Rhinos has pulled the trigger away. And now they are bringing in Abu Bakr Salimani too late. But nothing bad. You should look at the positives of this game. And there's only 5 runs and 2 overs to go. We're bringing Abu Bakr Salimani to bowl. The penultimate over. Probably would be the last over. Abu Bakr Salimani coming in to bowl to Jitin Pratap Singh, who has done a fantastic job. Nicely played. 4 runs. And now they need only 1 run. And Jitin Pratap Singh is on 45. Will he try to hit a 6 and finish the game and get a 50 for himself? Jitin Pratap Singh is on 45. He needs to hit a 6 to get good to his 50. Let's see if he does. 49 he ends up scoring. That's the end of the game, and beautifully chased by Jitin Pratap Singh. So that's the end of the game, and I'll see you at the presentation area in few minutes. Coming to Tanzania Cricket Premier League, TCPL, lead sponsored SkyExchange.net. Pacific Sports, Toyam Industries, Reliance Insurance. Lucky. Check. Hello, check. Hello, check. Thank you. Gentlemen, a very good game between Rhinos versus Twiga. A very good spirited performance by both the teams. I think so both the teams should clap for each another. They both the sides, they batted well. Starting from Nisar Ahmed, what an innings. Fantastic hitting all over the park. Was there a corner we didn't miss where he didn't hit? Followed by both the opposite team. But before I go ahead with the presentation, I would like to speak to the runners-up of the day, Rizigi Kezeto. And I'm sure you will try your best to speak in the language I'm speaking in. Yeah? Give your best, my friend. Yeah. Mr. Rizigi Kezeto how was your day? You won the toss and took the took the toss and batted, and you backed your batsmen to score. Did you think you will be able to score these many runs?
Kwanza leo tunapenda nimshukuru Mwenyezi Mungu, tumemaliza game salama. Kwa swali lako, leo tumeangalia ile pitch ilikuwa betting pitch. Lakini ilikuwa po score ya kupiga 180 200, lakini kwenye over 15 kuja huko kidogo tumecorrupt, ndio maana imetokea hivyo, tumepiga 170, lakini tulikuwa tuna uwezo wa kushinda. Sema kidogo fielding imetuangusha. Leo fielding ilikuwa very poor, lakini all on all na kesho tutajiuliza wapi tumekosea ili kesho tukasabu. Tournament is not over, bado tuna games zingine 4 za kucheza. Tutajirekebisha na imani wachezaji wangu watakuja strong more than today. Thanks.
This is for the viewers. Riziki Kizeto just said that this when he won the toss, this was a 180 to 200 runs pitch, and he let his batting express themselves, and well, there was a bit of a middle order collapse which led to the score going below 180. Had this been 180 to 200, 180 was always on the cards, but yeah, with both the sides loaded with power hitters, you needed that kind of a score. Thank you, Riziki, and I hope for the best for you. Now coming back to the winning captain. Can we have you, Lala? Well, when I was commentating, I had few colleagues with me, and they were speaking about tactics which Lala brings on to the table. He brings in somebody who doesn't bowl for his own team, but with a new ball. And he bowled very impressive first over. Tried to surprise him with the second over. Didn't work out well, but yeah. Then he brings up with something incredible. A batsman who all his life, number 3, comes into bats and number 7 and wins the game for you. You have plans out of the box for everybody, but an impressive one. Congratulations for that. And any new plans for the next game?
Yeah, thank you, Azim. As you said, we didn't bowl well in the beginning. We didn't execute our plans well, and we were a bit wavered in our fielding. There were some easy runs given, and we gave away too many extras. We could have we came back nicely in the game. We could have restricted them below 160, but they scored 170. It was a good score. To me, it was 10-15 runs plus, but we were confident. If we start well, we can chase this down. The wicket was playing nicely. And yeah, obviously, we have a deep batting lineup. We had to make some plans. We had to, mix and match. We had to give chances to our youngsters. And thankfully, I'm very thankful to God that our plans worked and we won the game in the end.
Congratulations, Zafar, for a fantastic performance at the first victory of the tournament. I hope you carry on the same way. Thank you very much. Coming to the player of the match. Had it not been the last over exploits, he might not have been on the cards to be the player of the match. But if I had to select the player of the match, excluding his last over which he bowled, where he got 4 wickets, I would have still given this award to him, because the finishing act put the icing on the cake. Awesome innings, 49 runs. I'm sure you'll get a nice cake back home, but you need to come and collect this award. Jitin Pratap Singh. The innings calculative innings, no extraordinary hittings. And Adil Kasam, thank you very much for coming and doing the award. Jitin Pratap Singh, you need to wait for me for a minute. With me. Fantastic innings. Numbers, I think so, low, middle order. I didn't even check what number did you play. But yeah, that's not normally which number you played. But a captain plays awesome innings, sets the tone for you, and you just needs to finish the act for him. It was not easy the way you made it look easy. Very delicate touches, scoops, reverse sweeps, everything on the books. All unconventional shots, but all paying off for you. A fantastic innings. A new role, and we are looking for Tanzania number 7.
Okay, yeah, new role. Not the place I generally bet, but then captain spoke with me that we need to spread the whole experience, among all 11 of us, because 8 of the 11 are very new boys, young kids. So what we decided is that, okay, on top of the innings, Zafar will take the responsibility. Then we have some of the young boys in the middle, those who can run quickly, rotate and all that. And then, we will try to bring in our experience and try to kind of finish. Not my role, but then, it's my day, so anything can happen.
Captain says horses for courses, so he changed the horse and the course. Thank you very much, Jitin bhai. You don't forget your award. Thank you. That's all from the award ceremony. Over to you, production.